friend, but I met him by accident by a strange move of fate. I'm very frustrated and very in this beautiful, sophisticated, complicated place, you know, I have a profession for I was being a narcissist. I would say that I'm half of it, but I get it off of doing this system eventually. But I always loved a wonderful story about Barnard's when he was visiting one of the great congregations, you know, where Manchester or whatever, and he was riding on the train, and the train was painful, and the party members were everywhere at the time, all ready for the visit, and they were all on the platform of the railway station, and the train came in, and the band played, and they all moved, and this huge steam and all that, they were coming to the train, and the band played, and the huge flood of people came off the train, and they were silent. The great man was silent. And then somebody said, "There he is!" And he was alighting from the first class carriage. So the band struck up again, and they all rushed down to the platform to meet him, and one of the acolytes rushed up to him and said, "Welcome, welcome, you know, comrade, the first class carriage." He said, "But comrade, in the future, everybody goes first class." And I've always loved that. It's my, you know, I would definitely be a champagne socialist, I think, you know, or Prosecco socialist, probably, I think so going. But I actually, for what it's worth, I cleave to, if you don't know it, if I had to choose a creed, I would choose Oscar Wilde's The Soul of Man Under Socialism, which, if you haven't come across it, is a magnificent thing. It's a prayer for a kind of anarchistic socialism that loves the individual and wants the human being to grow, and that's a really very wonderful thing. It favors the individual over the mass, you know, and I thoroughly recommend it. Of course, we all know that great wisdom of the ages, which is happiness, that we're pursuing is a journey rather than an end. And what we see here is actually lots of joyous, hard work. Got the wrong specs. Maybe this thing about the Bastigi Ball, which I don't know how much of you know about, is a kind of suitable embodiment to make this point, that the preparation and the story and the work that's involved is more important, almost, than the end result, than the event itself, and that the planning and the preparation and the aftermath and the reputation create a kind of timelessness. That's art for you, isn't it? That it transcends time, from the quotidian and what otherwise can be the normal slog of life. And my second point is that I draw from this is that art and beauty, which I won't say Ismael embodies, but he demonstrates, are far from luxuries to life. You know, they're essential for any kind of idea of life, never mind civilization. Anybody who can have a brag can have a personal style and can cultivate their appearance. Art and design are for everybody, and are the true liberators of the spirit. These are values I would actually suggest the IGS actually stands for, and Ismael certainly does too. As for Ismael himself, I'm honoured to say we're friends. He's rather like his work is very energetic and vivid and memorable, and not really pushy though. It's just sheer charm. It's funny and witty, it's urbane, it's well read, it's well educated, it's erudite without being boring, it's sensitive and thoughtful and serious without being cold-faced. At the same time, it's joyous and ebullient and vivacious. It never seems to tire of inventing itself, reinventing itself, and trying new things. And the product, as we see here, is always a joy and interesting and rewarding to behold. I say that sincerely, is an artist who wants and can demand your attention and deserves your attention too. I'll finish by maybe saying that Stevie, although it seems, to some people a model or figurehead of decadence, I'd argue that it's an embodiment of joy and beauty and extravagance, not for its own sake, but for our sake. Against the quotidian, the parsimonious, the boring and the ugly and the unimaginative. These are attributes, again, the IGS actually stands for, and so does Ismael and his work. I congratulate and thank everybody, and I invite everybody to give a round of applause first to the IGS for hosting this. Secondly, to the generosity of Cleena Buckley for her support of this event. And Ismael, that's his fine works.